Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so, can we talk about how hard it is to actually focus while studying? It's like my brain has this internal battle going on between absorbing information and scrolling through TikTok for hours. Today, we're diving into a super important topic: how to concentrate on your studies. Whether you're in school or college, these tips are going to help you stay focused and get the most out of your study sessions. Let's get to it. Alright, first things first, let's talk about your study space. You know that feeling when your room is a disaster, clothes everywhere, papers scattered around like confetti? Yeah, that's not exactly the vibe we're going for when we're trying to focus. I swear, having a clean and organized study space is like a superpower, seriously. When everything is in its place, it's like my brain can finally relax and be like, okay, we're good, no need to panic about the chaos. It's all about creating a calm and collected environment for your brain to actually function in. So, what does this mean for you? Take some time to declutter your study area. Get rid of anything that might distract you, like that pile of magazines you've been meaning to read. Let's be real, you're probably not going to. Dust things off, wipe down your desk, maybe even light a candle or two. Create a space that makes you feel relaxed and ready to tackle those textbooks. Trust me, your brain will thank you for it. It's like giving your mind a little spa day before putting it to work. And who doesn't love a good spa day? Okay, so you've got your cute little study space all set up, now what? This is where setting goals comes in. And no, I'm not talking about vague goals like ace that exam or become a study master. I'm talking about specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Okay, that was a mouthful, but you get the point. For example, instead of saying I'm going to study history today, try something like, I'm going to spend the next hour focusing on chapter 5 of my history textbook and then take a 15-minute break. See the difference? Having these clear-cut goals is like having a roadmap for your study session. It's way less overwhelming and keeps you on track, which is honestly half the battle. Plus, it feels amazing to check things off your list. It's like a little reward system for your brain, and who doesn't love a little reward? Okay, I know what you're thinking. Emma, are you seriously telling me to take breaks? But I have so much to do. Hear me out because this is important. Our brains are not machines. Shocking, I know. We can't just expect them to function at 100% for hours on end without a little rest. That's like running a marathon without stopping for water or stretching. It's just not sustainable. Taking regular breaks is crucial for avoiding burnout and actually helps you concentrate better in the long run. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain, giving it a chance to chill out and recharge before diving back in. Think of it this way: would you rather study for 3 hours straight and barely absorb anything, or study for 2 hours with breaks and actually remember what you learned? Yeah, I thought so. Let's be real, we live in a world of distractions. Our phones are basically extensions of our hands, and social media is constantly beckoning us with its siren song of endless scrolling. But when it comes to studying, distractions are the enemy. I'm not gonna lie, I am the queen of getting sidetracked. One minute I'm working on a paper and the next minute I'm watching a rabbit eat a raspberry on Instagram. It's a problem. But seriously, distractions can totally derail your focus and make it feel impossible to get anything done. So what can we do about it? First things first, put your phone on airplane mode, or better yet, put it in another room. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Close those unnecessary tabs on your computer, and if you need to, use a website blocker to keep yourself from falling down the internet rabbit hole. No offense to the raspberry eating rabbit. Remember, the goal is to create a distraction-free zone where your brain can actually focus on the task at hand. Okay, this last tip is a game changer, especially if you're like me and have the attention span of a goldfish. It's called the Pomodoro technique, and it's basically a fancy way of saying work in intervals. Here's how it works. You set a timer for 25 minutes and focus on studying without any distractions. Remember what we talked about in the last chapter? Once the timer goes off, you take a short break, like 5 minutes. Then, you repeat. After every 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break, around 20 to 30 minutes. This technique is amazing because it breaks down your study time into manageable chunks and forces you to take breaks, which we already know is super important. Plus, there's something about having a timer ticking away that just makes me more productive. It's like a little race against the clock, and I am here for it. I hope you found these tips helpful. Remember, staying focused takes practice, so don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen overnight. Be kind to yourself, figure out what works best for you, and don't be afraid to experiment. If you have any other tips or questions, leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. See you next time.